Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandeep Raturi and in this video I will be talking about one of the most important topics in Power BI, the star schema versus Snowflake schema. I will cover their definitions, use cases, key differences and most importantly which one you should use in your Power BI report. So watch the video till the end. Let's start with the star schema. Here is the definition. A star schema is a data modeling design in which a central fact table is directly connected to multiple dimension tables which are denormalized, means flattened, no further relationships. After some time, I will explain you what is mean by denormalized. In the visual, you can see the star schema representation. In the center, there is the sales fact table which is directly connected to multiple dimension tables: product, date, region and customer. Now let's understand the what we mean by denormalized, also called flattened with no further relationships. A denormalized table contains all the descriptive data in a single table without breaking it into multiple related tables. This means each dimension table holds complete readable information like product name, subcategory and category in one place rather than being split into multiple linked tables. That's why we say there are no further relationships inside dimension tables. Everything is already combined for simplicity and faster querying. If you see here dim product dimension table, so here we combined subcategory and category information in the same dimension table instead to create two separate dimension tables for the subcategory and category. So that's the reason it is denormalized. And why flattened? Because we combined subcategory and category information in the same table. And why no further relationships? So if you see here, we are not creating two separate dimension tables for the subcategory and category. So that's the reason we doesn't require any further relationships between the dimension tables. So this is the reason it is denormalized, flattened and no further relationships. Now let me show you the model view for the star schema. If you see here in the center we have one fact sales table which are connected with multiple dimension tables: dim customer, dim date, dim product and dim region. And if you notice here, dimension tables are not connected with any further dimension table and it look like a star. So that's the reason we are calling it star schema. Now understand when to use star schema. Here you can see that few points. First point is best for Power BI reporting, because Power BI is optimized to work with the star schema models since the relationships are simple, one central fact table connected to multiple dimension tables. It helps Power BI generate queries efficiently. This structure allows for better performance, easier use of DAX functions and smoother creation of visuals and filters. Second point is suitable when performance is a priority. In star schema, dimension tables are denormalized, flattened, which I showed you earlier, which reduce the number of joins needed during query executions. Fewer joins means faster query performance, especially when dealing with large data sets. This is critical when you want your Power BI reports to load quickly and respond instantly to users' interactions like slicers and filters. Third point is when you want easy to use model for business users. A star schema is simple and easy to use since each dimension contains complete descriptive informations like product name, customer, region, order date. Business users can easily understand the structure and create reports without needing deep technical knowledge. It reduces confusions and make self-service Power BI effective. Now understand the Snowflake schema. Here is the definition. A Snowflake schema is a more normalized version of the star schema. Dimension tables are split into sub-dimension tables based on relationships. Here you can see that visual representation for the Snowflake schema where fact sales table is connected with multiple dimension tables or sub-dimension table. Here country is the sub-dimension table. Now let me show you the model view for the Snowflake schema. So here you can see that in the center we have one fact sales table which are connected with multiple dimension or sub-dimension table. If you remember, in the star schema we combined all the information for the subcategory and category in the same dimension product table. We did not create any separate dimension tables for the subcategory and category. So that's the reason star schema is denormalized. And if you look into the Snowflake schema, here we have one dimension region table, and if you notice here, in that table we have one country ID column, and to store the country information we created separate dimension table where we are storing the country information. If you see here in the model view, we connected dimension and sub-dimension tables based on common column. That's the reason Snowflake schema is more normalized version of the star schema, because here dimension tables are split into sub-dimension tables based on relationships. Now understand when to use Snowflake schema. See the first point, when data is already normalized. So as I told you earlier, Snowflake schema is the normalized version of the star schema because dimension tables are split into sub-dimension tables based on the relationships. So if your source can be anything. So for an example, SQL gives you data in multiple related tables, then you can use the Snowflake schema. Second point is to reduce data duplication. Means we will split category, subcategory and country tables into sub-dimension tables so that we can avoid the data duplication. Third point is for better storage efficiency, because we are splitting the table into multiple sub-dimension tables, so it is useful when working with very large data sets, for example million of rows. Now understand the key differences between star schema and Snowflake schema. First feature is normalization. As I told you earlier, star schema is denormalized because everything we combine in the same dimension table. And Snowflake schema is normalized because dimension tables split into sub-dimension tables. So that's the reason Snowflake schema is normalized. Second feature is joins. Star schema requires fewer joins because only fact table is connected with dimension tables. In the Snowflake schema, fact table is connected with dimension table and dimension table is split into sub-dimension tables. So that's the reason more joins are required in the Snowflake schema. Third feature is query performance. Star schema is faster because only fewer relationships are required between the fact and dimension table. Snowflake schema is slower because fact table is connected with dimension table and dimension table is split into sub-dimension tables. So that's the reason more relationships are required. Fourth feature is complexity. Star schema is simple and easy to understand. Snowflake schema is complex with multiple labels. Fifth feature is data redundancy. In the star schema, data redundancy is high because duplicate values possible, because everything we combine in the same dimension table. In the Snowflake schema, data redundancy is low because dimension tables is split into multiple sub-dimensions tables. Sixth feature is maintenance. Star schema is easier to maintain for the analyst or users, and Snowflake schema is harder to maintain and build. Last feature is use cases. You can use the star schema to develop the Power BI report and dashboards, and you can use the Snowflake schema in the complex ETL pipelines, data warehouse normalization. Now understand which one is best in Power BI. For the Power BI model, star schema is best. Here you can see that the reason why. First point is faster performance. Fewer relationships equal to faster queries. In the star schema, central fact table is connected with multiple dimension tables and there is no sub-dimension tables. So that's the reason we have fewer relationships between the tables. So it will execute the result very fast. Second point is simpler model, easier for end user to understand. Star schema model is very simple. Fact table is connected with multiple dimension tables. So anyone can easily understand the star schema model. Third point is less complex DAX. Flattened dimensions simplify calculations. Most of the data we combine in the same dimension tables so that we can easily get the result and we can easily perform the DAX calculations. And last point is Power BI's Vertify engine also performs better with star schemas. That's all for this video. I hope you now have a clear understanding of the key differences between star and Snowflake schema and which one is recommended for Power BI. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel for more videos. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.